I've always been that kid, like, I could be that, I could be that, I could be that. So seeing it all unravel now, like coming to this last game, I just want to say, just thank you for, watching the whole team play. Thank you for, our coaches for just building us up every week and just showing us that, like, man, it don't matter who's in front of you, just go play your game. And just thanking all my family and friends to go and watch us play and watching us, win, lose. You mean you're there supporting us. So I just want to be someone that they're proud of.
Yo, 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 what's up, man? This is your guy, Coach Jay Cameron here, man, back with another episode of the Platform Central Texas podcast. I know it's been a while, but we are officially back with Central Texas rocking out, man. And today I have a very special guest from Uvalde High School, Mr. Diego Granados. Mr. Diego, what's
Yo, yo,
good?
yo, yo,
How
yo.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Man, just from Uvalde, man. I know most of the nation when they hear that word, when they hear that town, it's one thing comes to mind. That tragedy that y'all faced and y'all dealt with, and you still deal with it. I see it on your post all the time. So just kind of talk about how the city united and came together as one for athletics and the student body in general.
From the tragedy whenever it happened my eighth grade year, it all shocked the whole town. I mean, we couldn't believe it. Just happening in a little town. You just don't think about it. It happening. So, but I mean, my freshman year, we with the football was really big for us. It really was. I mean, just bonding us together, bringing us back to as a whole, kind of. And once that first game came around, my freshman year, I didn't play varsity, but I was on the sideline, and seeing the whole community backing us, and especially like us not retiring or us not wearing number 21, but someone else becoming like a senior, becoming number 21, and everybody backing him, and everybody as a team, as a community. Watching that, you see that grow. It's just a beautiful thing to see, especially from our first home game. That my freshman year, again, watching it, the whole crowd's chanting. I mean, the game was really good, and for us to come out with that win, and the whole crowd just felt like, our community was coming back together. I mean, it was such an amazing thing to see.
For sure, man. And I just heard you mention the number 21 because that's one of the first thing I noticed. Obviously, we're following you the past 3 years. You've been number 11, and then this year you were number 21, man. So I guess kind of talk about the meaning behind number 21.
Um, to me, man, it's a heavy on the heart because you're not just playing for just the community or the number that you have, or just your family. You're playing for kids that never are gonna get the chance to be able to wear a football jersey, or be able to become a cheerleader or a band member, or you know what else? It's just like, I mean, anything in high school, man. So like whenever you wear that, you're just, I want to play my heart out, and just representing that number 21 as best as I can, and I'm just knowing that I'm gonna give it my all, and hopefully that I'm somebody to be proud of, just keep going and keep rolling every single game.
For sure, man. For sure. With the hard worker that you are, man, I'm glad you mentioned that, man. I like how you basically setting all this up for me, man. But with you being such a hard worker, like I said, I've known you for the past 3 years. I've been around you. Um, just kind of talk about your yearly off season approach to get to where you are now. With you being class of 2026, with this being your last year, and you were blessed with offers coming up, which we'll talk about all that, man. But just kind of talk about what your off season preparation was each year to progress to where you are now.
And my thoughts, man. In my thoughts, I just think that, man, I'm just not where I'm supposed to be at every year. Like, I just know that there's something I could be better at, something I could better my game, something I could better mentally, physically. So every time I go back to the drawing board, I just, think like, all right, what can I do to better myself in this situation? What can I do to better? So whenever I'm on the field, I try to critique myself in any situation that I could be in, and you just keep perfecting it as much as I can to, because keep on perfecting it as much as I can. So whenever the time comes, I'm ready. I'm confident on the field that, like, I'm able to do what I can do, and anybody in front of me, I'm just gonna try to work my best. Go up and get it and make a play.
For
So.
sure, man. For sure, that's a great mindset to have, man. So with you being where you are now, 17, 18-year-old Diego, what would you tell that freshman you right now? Getting ready to end freshman ball. getting ready to move up to varsity, what would you tell yourself, the older Diego right now? What would you go back and tell younger Diego?
And I would just say, man, like three things, man. Just be ready, enjoy it, and keep working. Cause I mean, I can say myself right now, like I love the just the grind. You know, just to be with your friends, be with your teammates, and just working out together, being on the field together. Bringing that brotherhood. So whenever that time comes, like on the field, like I can look to your left, to my right, like I got your back, you got my back. So like that's what I could tell my younger self is just, man, and have fun with it, man. I mean, you only get 4 years with this as your hometown, so you know, work hard every single time, and have fun with it, and be ready because you don't know whenever your time comes.
For sure, man. And this obviously is, the platform podcast powered by DR Sports. And, the past 3 years, you are a prominent member with Fourth Quarter Pressure playing in several DR 7v7 tournaments, man. So talk a little bit about how being on that circuit and playing in that circuit against some of the top teams, not just in the state, man, but we had guys come all the way from Minnesota, man. You had guys coming from Florida. You had guys even coming from West, from Arizona, all that good stuff, man. So just talk about how being a part of that DR Sports, DR 7v7 circuit has been for you, and how much that helped you prepare to where you are now the past 3 years.
I'll tell you right now, you're gonna compete whenever you go to one of those things, man. It's like you're gonna see competition. You're gonna see, people from like how you said, different states, surrounding states coming, and everybody's got one thing on their minds. They want to win. They want to go to get that ship. So seeing everybody and even my teammates, we locked in. We ready for anything that's coming our way. Like we could even say, like, man, we don't care if there's a 4 or 5 star. Like whatever you do, you gotta just whoever's in front of you, you just gotta go get it. And I think that's what it gave to me is competitiveness. Like you're gonna be versing people that that want the same thing as like that same thing I want, the same thing that you want.
For
So
sure, for sure,
whenever you go up against them, you just gotta play your game. And you work so hard in the off seasons to get to the point like right there. So you just gotta work your craft and ball out whenever you see the ball in the air or run your route good or be a decoy and make space. So for me, it's like the competitiveness is that's one thing that got to me.
for sure, man, for sure. I know you battled with an injury, this summer, hamstring injury and all that, man. And you were able to bounce back and having a pretty good, solid season right now, man. 10 games played, 44 receptions, 693 yards with 10 tuds. Man, so just kind of talk, not the season y'all wanted to have as a team, man, but kind of just let's we always want to be team first guy, but kind of let's just focus on Diego right now, man. How would you grade that on your personal assessment scale right now?
I- I'll
One
say
one
from
one one to 10, how would you grade that?
yeah from a 1 to 10 point, man. It's your last year, your senior year, and you even a competitive person doesn't want to go out like that. So I mean, I give it a 5 out of 10 just because I'm a competitive person, I'm a driven person, and whenever you start seeing those L's start piling up, man, it gets to you. It really does. But speaking from being a team captain and stuff, like I can't show that side of me being like down or like checked out or anything. I mean, every week we just got to show up to practice and keep the same mentality as like it's a new week. I mean, that's from this whole season. That's what it's taught me is being resilient and being stuff didn't go our way this week, but we got a new week ahead of us. So just keep one foot in front of the other and just keep moving. That's what I can see from this season.
Gotcha, man. So it sounds like to me, man, as a team captain, you're also not just trying to lead by example, but you kind of try to give spoken word to motivate the guys, man. So with you being a senior and this being your last, I don't know, I don't understand, and we'll get to that, man. How some people don't understand how quickly, that senior year comes and goes, man. So with you being a senior and this being your last varsity football game, for you to ever put on that Uvalde jersey and helmet with the same teammates, you might, I don't know if you I think yeah, All Star game. Yeah, you got that.
Mhm.
But so you'll be able to put the helmet on again to represent Uvalde. But this will be your last time with all of your teammates, right? So what would be the message that you want to portray to your guys before that game starts?
And just go have some fun, you know. I mean that's basically what it is. At the end of the day, is like everybody wants to go and get that state champ. Everybody wants to go and get that area. Everybody wants to go get that district. Everybody wants to go win a game. But at the end of the day, man, it's like you're with your brothers. You're playing pretty much backyard football. You know, you're just. I mean, like, everybody wants to win. Don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to win, but at the same time, it's like having fun and just going out there and doing your thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's that's all it is, man. You're playing with your brothers. You're playing the coaches that have lead you from Monday through Thursday, and just they're perfecting everything we can. We just got to go out there and execute. So I mean, just from now in this standpoint and this season is just go out there and live it up, because I mean, again, you only get 4 years of this. So, and I'm already on my last one. So at this point, let's go out there, have some fun, and let's just do our thing. That's
For
what I can
sure,
say.
man. For sure, man. So let's double back to the San Antonio Gold Black All Star game. You were
Black and white.
selected. My bad. Yeah, Black and White. You were selected as one of the seniors in the area who get a chance to participate in this yearly honor. It's a big honor. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you,
What were the emotions and the feeling that you had when you received the news that you were selected?
man. I'll be honest. I jumped right into my mom's arms and I said I did it. you know, uh, Seeing that message from my coach kind of made me excited, and a lot of emotions running through my head, because I remember about 3 years ago, my freshman year, one of my teammates made it to the All Star game. We went to go watch him, and I remember thinking to myself, like, man, I could be here one day. Like, I for sure I can be here one day. But from freshman year to senior year, seeing it all come to reality, it's a big thing to me. So I mean, seeing that message and my coach calling me to say check your email and saying that, like, I got selected, I was super excited.
Man, that's good, man. That's good. That's one goal, man, that everybody in this area should be obtaining, man. If you can't go to a national, a national game, man, at least try to make your way to that game, man. But so that will be early 2026. That'll be in January. That'll be right after the that game was always played immediately following the Navy All American Bowl here at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Um, but before that, you'll start to begin some official visits, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure, man. So go ahead and list off the offers you have, man. Just one at a time. Go ahead and list them off, man.
So I got McPherson College, Kansas Westlands, some Westlands
Westlands.
University,
Yep.
Bethel College, and Clark University.
And which one was your very first offer?
My very first offer was McPherson.
Talk about that a little bit.
Man, just from getting that call, and just from Coach Lipke calling me and saying that we're gonna go ahead and offer you. It's such a surreal moment, because I mean you think about it as a kid, and like whenever you're playing ball and you get up to junior high and you start watching all these videos of guys getting offers and stuff like that. Again, you're like, man, I feel like I could do this. I feel like one day someone's gonna believe in me, and whenever you get that call and you get that word offer, it's such a surreal moment, honestly, for me. So whenever I got that call and the poster where it says official offer, man, I mean it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
For sure, man. So what visit you have lined up first?
Uh, I'm gonna probably go ahead and visit. I got a lineup visit for McPherson, and then I got one today for Bethel. So I gotta rearrange my schedule. And Kansas Westlands is gonna probably talk to me later. I've been talking to Coach Snyder up there, the quarterbacks coach. So we're
Hmm.
gonna figure something out. But
I
I
got
gotta
you, man.
rearrange my schedule. So
Man,
yeah.
the best advice I can give you is make sure you have a coat. Because Kansas, a lot of people don't understand, but Kansas is cold, man. Kansas is cold. So I think I told you this, but Kansas Westland is actually in Salina, Kansas, and I played arena football up there for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
am very familiar with the school. I'm very familiar with the city. I'm very familiar with the weather. It gets a little crazy, man. But at the end of the day, it's an opportunity you're blessed with opportunity, 4 different opportunities, whichever one is the best fit for you, to be able to continue not just your playing career, but your academic career also, man. So while we're talking about the academic side of it, man, what are your plans there? Like, you already know what you want to major in, what area you want to focus, all that good stuff.
Well, the one I want to major in is for sure is kinesiology. Like and kinesiology and coaching if they have a coaching, because I mean my biggest thing right now is to, man, whenever I leave my team, and whenever I'm calling plays on NCAA, that my friends will be like, man, bro, I feel like you'd be a good coach, man, because you just read stuff, and you know the feeling, and just differently how to look at the game. And so then, kinesiology, I have a shout out my trainer, Rolly. He's a really good trainer, and he always talks about me, like talks about just being a trainer and how cool it is, and people you can meet, and just still being around the game. So that's my two things I want to be. I want to at least be a go into major in kinesiology, or become a coach.
So with that kinesiology, do you want to major more so to be like an athletic trainer or a sports trainer, or which one of those avenues?
I mean, honestly, I mean, both would be awesome. Rolly, I mean, just he tells me all about it. So I mean, just learning about being a physical trainer, athletic trainer, but then at the same time, uh, being a physical therapist. I mean, that's also really cool. I mean, being up there as the head guy, and just uh, trying to rehab athletes to be from being 50% back to 100% is such a cool, because I've been in that situation where
For
I'm
sure,
not 50%, or whenever I'm not 100%, and I got to work my way up to get back to 100%. So seeing that those stepping stones you have to get to being 100%, man, it's a cool, like,
for sure, man. But I want to back up just a little bit, man, because you said something that was very vital that a lot of the younger athletes, younger football players, and everybody take for granted, man. Here, with the platform podcast, the motto, we want to expose the unexposed, right? But that's usually the younger guys. But I wanted to have you on as a senior because you've seen it from all phases, from the freshman through the sophomore, and then the recruiting starts, and now you have all the tools, man. But one thing you just mentioned was your thought process, right? Even when it comes to like playing the game, or being the 7-on-7, being on the sidelines, and I'm sure it's the same way at your school, talking to your coaches at practice, mid game, whatever it might be, man. So kind of break down and talk a little bit about what goes through your mental preparation, you know, week by week, whether it be regular season, watching film, all season watching film. Just kind of talk about that process of your mental preparation, man, to be able to perform at the best ability.
uh, yeah, because I mean, football is for sure a physical sport, but like I always try to analyze a lot of stuff. Just I mean, just not even sports, but just I mean anything. Like I could be analyzing a birthday party you have to set up. Just like I'm really detailed in my stuff. So whenever you talk about preparation, man, I feel like I'm real good when it comes to that. Especially like this off season, uh, me and my receivers, like first thing I want to do is I want to get the receivers, and then I'm like, all right, dude, we're gonna be working out, we're gonna be watching film, we're gonna be on the field, and we're gonna be doing that for the rest of the summer. And for those guys to buy in with me, and to see like the process of watching film, to eating right, to getting on the field, to like just all that stuff, preparation. That's one of my biggest things, because once that season starts, man, you could have been that season could have started 3 months ago. But like since now that you're like doing it in the summer, you're just doing it really early. So now like whenever the season starts, man, I know all my plays. I know what I'm supposed to do on this route. I know what I'm supposed to like, and that's what I want my teammates to have, is just preparation. That's my biggest thing.
For sure, man, and that's a good nugget in the gym, to throw out there to everybody, especially the young athletes that's watching this podcast, man, or a parent who might not know what direction to kind of be able to help their kid, man. Mental preparation is always going to be huge, man. It's always going to be huge. Um, I guess now let's. There a lot of people are from my time here are not always fans of kids playing multiple sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but you are one of those kids who play multiple sports. So kind of talk about how you were able to, you know, compete at such a high level in more than one sport, but also not take away from off season training when it came to still being able to be prepared for football, or during football season, still make sure you're preparing your body and your conditioning for soccer and vice versa. So just kind of talk about how you were able to navigate and manage that.
You know, once when I was little, soccer has always been my sport. Always been. But again, I'm gonna shout out one of my guys, Coach Hagler. I mean, he showed me that like there's more to just being in a little town. So just from showing me, from working me out to giving me a protein bag that I've never seen in my life, and me drinking that and getting stronger, getting bigger, and getting faster. Like it showed me that like football is a whole different thing than just catching the ball or running with the ball and stuff like that. So once soccer came back around in high school, because we didn't have it in junior high, um, just it's just playing the game that I always loved, and I'll say again, like I'm a pretty natural athlete, so me playing soccer, I can do it pretty natural because I played it for so long. So, but with football, man, he taught me from how to become a football player, and more than just a football player. So, just seeing again, whenever I'm in soccer, I still gotta take my protein and balance my weight, and make sure that I'm not getting too heavy or I'm not getting too light. Just balancing out and staying in a good pace, kind of, and just being consistent. That's what I'm saying. Just being consistent.
For sure, man. You mentioned it, man. Coach Jonathan Hagler, man. Shout out to the fellow Jacksonville State Gamecock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the home team, man. He was with you, Uvalde, for a couple of years, man. He is now at Thompson High School, yeah, in Alabama, man, doing a great job out there, man. But I'm glad you kind of went that direction. I like how you good with it, man. Your answers, set up a lot of stuff, man. Just kind of talk about that relationship, man. I know that was one of those situations where it hurt you a little bit when him having to make that transition, man. You know that everybody in the coaching world always wants to elevate, and he was presented with an opportunity that he just couldn't turn down, man. But just kind of talk about how vital meeting him at the time that you did meet him and how vital he was into getting you to where you are now.
Man, I got a lot of stories, but I mean, just to keep it short, man, he was he was pretty much a sports father figure to me. Like just showing me the ropes and showing me that like when I first went out there the first time, he invited all of us, our eighth graders, going into freshman year, and just I talked to him right after, and I said, "Oh man, this guy's like you don't really see it often in a little town. So whenever he talks to you and just talks about like him knowing ball and stuff like that, like I'm like, okay, this guy's different from anybody else I've ever met. So I'm like, I'm gonna stick with him. So I mean, from them long drives to the 7-on-7 tournaments to the long drives to going to camps. I mean that sticks with you, and it just shows how much he cared and how much he wanted to see me and my other teammates succeed. So, I mean, to have a person like that believe in you and in your life, I mean, it really cherishes it to me. Whenever you bring up his name, or whenever I could talk about a funny story we had going up to a 7-on-7 tournament, it's just it's a cool feeling when you have somebody like that in your life.
For sure, man. Most definitely, man. I get that 100%. I think everybody that's played sports, we've always had that one guy, man. I still have my high school coach and mentor who I talk to this day, man. That I graduated in Lord Jesus, 2006, brother. We coming up on 20 years, and he's still my dude, man. So I get it. Man, I guess now, man. Kind of shout out some of your teammates, man. Some of the younger guys that's up and coming that the world should kind of be on the lookout for, man.
Well, first I'm gonna go shout out Carlos Contreras. We call him Los. Man, if you have him in the backfield and you create the littlest gap or even the biggest gap, he gonna make a play. Like I'm saying right now, y'all better watch out for Carlos
What
Contreras.
what grade is he in?
He's a freshman right now.
Okay.
He'll be an incoming sophomore after this.
Okay.
I got who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I got Chris Rodriguez. He's a junior right now, but he's gonna be a senior next year. Shout him out. He's the next up in Uvalde. He's a receiver. And I'm gonna shout out my senior boys too today. I mean Jeff Flores, quarterback. He throwing the pill. He's been throwing it to me all season, so I respect him. Jared Martinez, the end. He's been going crazy this year. He kind of got injured this past game, but man, he had a great season overall. Adam Barboza, he another recruit out of Uvalde. He got two offers from McPherson and Nelson University, so he's probably gonna play ball after. Darren Navarro, been my childhood best friend, and he had a great season too. So I mean I can list a lot of people, man, but those
Hey,
are those are the guys that
you
had
you
made me
supposed to
had a good
start
season.
You supposed to start with your childhood best friend first, man.
I know, right? My bad.
you,
If you're watching this, my bad.
you supposed to start with him first, man. But it's all right. It's okay, man. So let's get into more of the personal side, man. Over the past couple of years, I've been fortunate and blessed to have a couple conversations with your parents, right? And no high school kid would be to where they are now, or whether it be taking them trainings, taking them 7-on-7, like you just said, the long trips, paying for this training, paying for that training, hotels, all kind of travel, man. Just kind of talk about how your parents have been, your strong support system throughout this entire process and what they mean to you.
And I can say right now, I have probably the best support system I've probably ever could ask for, man. And seeing my dad, uh, wake up early in the morning, and seeing him go to work at like 5 or 4 in the morning, like seeing him do that, and me waking up the same time to go work out, man, it just shows you like that's hard work and determination to get where he's at right now. He's brought us so much to our family, so seeing him do that makes me like, man, I want to do the same way. But it may not be in the same way, but it could be in the just same concept,
Hmm.
and seeing my mom just pretty much love me to death. Honestly, she does everything for me, from how I eat, for what I drink. I mean, if she needs me to go, she needs to go get food or something for me. Like she's always gonna be there if I need anything. So I mean, just having those two and my brothers, like I mean, just anytime I need to talk to them, or anytime I need to, rant or something or annoy them, like they're always there for me. So I mean, it's just the best support system I could ever ask for. And I mean, my grandparents. I mean, I can just go on and on about how much my family believes in me and believe in what I want to do with this sports.
For sure, man. For sure, man. But we'll kind of let's backtrack one more time, man. Like we already stated, Friday night. That's it for Uvalde, for your high school football career, man. So if you could deliver one thank you message to the city of Uvalde for the support over the past 4 years, all that good stuff, man, how would you thank them? What would you say to them?
I'll just thank them for just being able to being a little kid from Uvalde and watching every game I could watch whenever I was little, and seeing like now, like I mean, I've always been that kid, like I could be that, I could be that, I could be that. So seeing it all unravel now, like coming to this last game, I just want to say, just thank you for watching the whole team play. Thank you for our coaches for just building us up every week and just showing us that, like, man, it don't matter who's in front of you, just go play your game. Like, and just thanking all my family and friends to go and watch us play, and watching us, win, lose. You mean you're there supporting us. So I just want to be someone that they're proud of. So just, I mean, going out there and just giving it all I can get, giving all I can do till the last buzzards going out. So I just want to say, thank you for watching us, and just thank you, Uvalde. Honestly,
Sure, man, for sure, man. But before we get you off of here, man, I want to personally, give you your flowers right now, man, just for me being able to see the high character that you have, regardless of situations, outcome. I've always seen you motivate. I've seen you, you know, keep pushing teammates, man. I've seen you try to diffuse situations. I've seen you support everybody, even when when you couldn't perform it the way you performed, man. You didn't cry about not getting the ball. You weren't doing all that stuff. You showed that you've been raised to be respectful, to dedicate to everything that you're doing, man, to give it your all, man. So I want to commend you on doing that, man, for the past 4 years. I know it's only the beginning for you. I'm pretty sure that whatever you set your mind to doing, wherever you may go, uh, I hope we can get you back on for an announcement or something. But wherever you do decide to go to college, man, we will be following you. Best of luck and all the good stuff, man. And I appreciate you for joining us today.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for having me. I really
For,
appreciate it. It was awesome.
for sure, man, for sure. But man, back. That was a good episode to have back, man, with my guy Diego, one of the hardest working young men, man. Looking forward to seeing what he does in the future. But he's not the only one. There's more out there. We'll definitely be on more frequently, being more consistent with it, man. And Central Texas You are back on notice. If you are trying to get in, shoot me a DM. Central Texas, the platform, VR Sports.